Hi everyone, it's me, Carrie again, your favorite Homo sapien, I hope. Anyway, I just wanted to point out something interesting I noticed a few days ago. So, we all know about Bitcoin, right? The most famous original cryptocurrency. It's that weird digital blockchain thing, which is a currency that stores value for humans, even though no government is backing it at all. And because it's virtual, so it started in 2009, the price can fluctuate a lot over the years as people discover it and then like forget about it and then discover it again. And if you've been keeping your eye on Bitcoin for a while, you know that 2017 was a crazy year for the cryptocurrency because the value increased from under $1,000 per Bitcoin to almost 20,000 by the end of the year. See, check that out. And that doesn't happen with most currencies around the world, right? But it is what it is. But since then, Bitcoin is very volatile, so it's had its huge ups and downs. It's crashed from whatever this was, like 19,000 to just above 3,000, and then went back up to like 11,000, and then went back down to like 5,000. Now, here's the crazy thing I wanted to point out for this year. It's almost at an all-time high again because it's worth 19,468. Maybe that is an all-time high. I'm not quite sure. But it's like there's this been this bull run upwards since about the beginning of October, which is interesting. Like maybe that's related to the pandemic. Not really sure why. But the crazier thing is that if you head over to Google Trends to see how many people are searching for Bitcoin, you would expect that the number of people searching for Bitcoin would correlate with how valuable it is because the more that Bitcoin is worth, the more people want to search for it to learn more about it, right? So as you expect, in December 2017, there was a huge spike in activity and interest in Bitcoin, which correlates exactly or lines up with the spike that we all know about from December 2017. But this similarly sized spike in value now, which has brought it up to essentially an all-time high again, where's the spike? Like this is such a small increase in activity compared to 3 years ago. Like what this suggests to me is that this latest bull run, not that many people are aware of. Like it's sort of rising under the radar, including under my radar until a few days ago when I was curious and I just had to search up how much it's worth. So like why aren't more people talking about this? Why aren't people talking that about or why aren't people talking about how Bitcoin is going through a second wind? Now, I'm not saying that you should like buy Bitcoin right now because it could easily crash again, and Bitcoin value is so volatile that like you really have no idea which way it's going to go, and I think that's just a source of stress that I don't want to get into at all. But I do want to point out that I have been around this crypto world for longer than this because when I was in high school, I had this economics class. So this was like 2014, and we had this one unit where we had to be fake stockbrokers, where we would fake investing in stocks and like try to accrue as much wealth over the course of the school year. I'm sure you've all done this at some point if you've been in high school. But I don't know why, but my team of three classmates, we all decided to pick cryptocurrencies because the teacher allowed that. So I actually picked Infinite Coin, and I let my friend pick Dogecoin. I wanted to pick Dogecoin, but he was clearly more a fan of Doge than I was, so he got to it first. But this was back in 2014, and I don't know if I can go back this far, but 2013 had two huge peaks in Bitcoin value. Okay, it's kind of hard to see here, but in April of 2013, Bitcoin went from like $10 to like $100. And then near the end of 2013, it went from $100 to about $1,000. So those are both increases of 900%, an entire order of magnitude. But the reason I bring this up is when we got to this high school economics class assignment in late 2014, Bitcoin was already on its way down from that peak. So I remember writing my reports to the classroom about our stocks, and we were talking about how like, oh, Bitcoin has passed its heyday. That's why we're losing money right now. And like we had no idea that 3 years later it would grow so much that the previous peak that we were falling from is tiny in comparison. But yeah, we ended up losing that competition. We actually chose our team name to be the Losers. So this is like BFB before BFB even happened. But we thought it was like reverse psychology, where if we named ourselves the Losers, we would actually win. But we lost because I invested in Infinite Coin, which I don't even think exists anymore. Infinite Coin value. I know Dogecoin is still around, but what happened to the Coin Market Cap website? Okay, I don't know how to use this website. How do I see everything? Go back to 2013 or something. Oh, okay, that is very interesting. Yeah, so I wrote my reports on Infinite Coin like right here in the graph, and look how low it was. I think at some point very early on, I mined, or either me or Michael like mined a very small part of one coin, but I don't own any Bitcoin at all anymore. So like I'm just an outside observer watching all of this. Although like back when the 2017 surge was happening, me and some college friends tried to buy some Ethereum. I don't know why, because we wanted to be the weird alternate, you know, edge, what not edge lords, but like alternate hipsters who are not going along with the crowd. You know. At this point, though, I think what Ethereum has not overtaken Bitcoin yet, right? Oh, wait, it's also on its way up, but not as extremely. So if you look at the Bitcoin value, it's almost at an all-time high. You can see that like the height of these two peaks is about the same, but here it's nowhere close. It's still like less than half of where it was. I think if you took a snapshot right at the January 2018 here, and you look at the market cap of Ethereum, it almost came to like 2/3 of Bitcoins. And I remember thinking like, they're gonna flip. There was the flippening. Ethereum was gonna overtake Bitcoin because there's more Ethereum total. So Ethereum does not need to be worth as much to have a larger market cap than Bitcoin. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm not going to invest in these things at all. But yeah, just know that for whatever reason, this is happening to Bitcoin. It's reaching all-time highs again. Not many people are talking about it, as is clear by this graph. And also know that I, as a human who was in high school in 2014, was writing high school essays and reports about Bitcoin and crypto 3 years before its heyday. And I was claiming that Bitcoin was falling and falling out of fashion, and that's why we were losing the competition. I'm repeating myself, but yeah, I think it's a fun story, and I just wanted you to know. Okay, bye. See you later.